Hello friends, today this will be the last period about pointer. Today we are going to see relation between arrays and pointers, pointer and character strings, pointers and function, some points regarding function pointer. So let us see the relation between arrays and pointers. Consider an array int r in square brackets for semicolon. Then we know that elements of the array are stored in contiguous memory locations, and each element is addressed by its index number. So R0 refers to the first element of the array R. R1 refers to the second element of the array R. In a similar way, R3 refers to the fourth element of the array R. Now, name of the array, here it is R, also refers to the first element of the array R. Name of the array always points to address of the first element of an array. Name of the array always points to the address of the first elements of an array. In the above example, R and ampersand R0 points to the address of the first element, because this R is the name of the array, and when elements are stored, so starting address is indicated by the name of the array, so R, and ampersand R0 is address of the first element of the array, and that's why both points to the address of the first element. Ampersand R0 is the equivalent to the R, since the addresses of both are same and value of R and ampersand R are also the same. R0 is equivalent to, R0 indicates the first element of the array R, is equivalent to asterisk R, value of an address of the pointer, where first element is what value of the element of the first value of the first element of the array R. Ampersand R1 is equivalent to R plus 1. Ampersand R1, that is address of the second element, is equivalent to the address of the first element, that is indicated by the name of the array, plus 1, and R1 is equivalent to ampersand R plus 1. What is the value of the array R at this memory location R plus 1? Ampersand R2 is equivalent to the R plus 2, and R2 is equivalent to the asterisk R plus 2. What is the data stored at R plus 2 memory location? In a similar way, ampersand R3 is equivalent to R plus 3, and R3 is equivalent to asterisk R plus 3. in general we can write ampersand RI. What is address of the array R of the ith element is equivalent to the R plus I, and Ri is equivalent to the asterisk R plus I. Now let us see an example program. In this example program, declaration of an array and use a pointer to alter the data of an array. So array name is pointing to the first address of the array element. So name itself acts as a pointer. So first element we are familiar with, that it is written to include the standard input output.h header file. Then first statement of the main function is int I classes 6 comma sum equal to 0. Using this statement we declare integer variable I and integer array classes that can have 6 elements, and also integer variable sum, and its value is assigned to the 0. Then next statement printf enter 6 numbers colon. So this message is printed on the output screen and cursor goes to the beginning of the next line with /n. Then reading this message, user enters 6 numbers that is taken in and is stored as elements of the array using the for looping statement. In for looping statement I equal to 0, I less than 6 plus I. So first statement is scan f %d comma classes plus I. So at this point classes plus I, this indicate the address of the ith element. So in the beginning it is I equal to 0. So it is the address of the first element. So address of the first element is printed. Then next statement sum plus equal to asterisk classes plus I semicolon. So what is data stored in this memory location? That is added to the sum, and what is the addition? That is stored on the left side variable sum. Then value of I is incremented and the process is repeated second time. That is second number is taken in and added to the previous sum. So in this way all 6 numbers are taken in using the name of the array, that is acting as a pointer, and those numbers are added and sum is stored with the integer variable sum. Then when condition becomes false, that is when value of I becomes equal to 6, then control comes out of the for looping statement, and out of the for looping statement here printf sum equal to %d. So at this value of variable sum gets printed. So in this way we get the sum equal to what is the sum of all entered number, and return statement is end of the program. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one, enter 6 numbers. So when user enters 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. So each number are taken one by one and is stored in different memory locations pointed by the array name, and then their sum is found out. So this sum equal to 21 is displayed. So in this way we see that name of the array is nothing but it is acting as a pointer, because a pointer variable stores the address of the data, and in a similar way name of the array points to the first element of the array, that is it shows the address where first element of the array is stored. So using this array name as a pointer variable, we discussed how this pointer variable can be used or name of the array to store the data as well as to point out the elements of the data, whereby we got the sum. Now let us take the second example. In this example, C program to access array elements using the pointer. So it is very much similar to the previous program. So first statement of the main function declares integer array data that can store 5 elements and also an integer variable I. Then second statement is a message for the user, enter elements. So when it is printed on the output screen, user enters the elements of the array, and then using a for looping statement I equal to 0, I less than 5 plus plus I scan f. So using this one 5 integer data is taken in and is stored with different memory location pointed by data plus I. So data plus I, when value of I equal to 0, this is the first memory location where element of the array is stored. Then it is incremented by 2 as integer data are stored using the 2 memory location. So in different memory location data are stored. Then printf you entered. So what data you have entered, that is printed using the for looping statement again. So again for looping statement is used, and printf %d slash n asterisk data plus 1. What is the data at this memory location? That is printed at this point. So starting from the first memory location data plus 0. So what is the address pointed by the data array name? First the data at that memory location gets printed. Then a cursor goes in the beginning of the next line. In this way 5 datas are printed in the column, and return statement as usual is the end of the program, telling operating system that a program is executed properly. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one: enter elements 2, 6, 3, 9, 5. So whenever a user enters this element, this is taken in and is stored in different memory location of in the memory, and also these elements are printed as a 2, 6, 3, 9, 1. So pointer and character strings. Pointer can also be used to create strings. Pointer variable of character type are treated as string. So in this example, char is the character type of the data, and asterisk indicate that this is the pointer variable. So str is the name of the pointer variable that can store the character type of the data, and those characters are those that string is assigned to this is pointer variable str by writing a string within the double quotation marks and at the end semicolon. This creates a string and stores its address in the pointer variable str. The pointer str now points to the first character of the string hello. So here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So string here pointer variable string now points to the first character of this string. That is, this store the address where h is stored. The content of the string can be printed using the printf and puts function, output function. So printf %s str. So what is the value pointed by this str or string hold by this pointed by this str gets printed at this point. In a similar way, puts s. In this function, writing the name of the character type pointer variable str, we can print the strings on the output screen. Another important thing to note that a string created using the char pointer, character type pointer, can be assigned a value at a runtime. So this type of string can be assigned at when program runs. Char at string. So this declares the character type pointer variable str, and str can be assigned a value of hello like this one is legal. That is, we can assign a string to the pointer variable which is of the character type. Notice that string is pointer to the string. It is also name of the string. Therefore, we do not need to use indirection operator asterisk. Another example program, write a C program using pointers to determine the length of a character string. We have to find how many characters are present in a character string. So an example program is like this one. In this example program, we include the string.h header file. As we need this file because in our program we use the function needed for the string manipulation. And then first statement of the main function char string 20 comma asterisk p semicolon. So using this statement we declare character type array is str and also character type pointer variable p. Next statement declares integer variable I and its value is initialized to the 0. Printf statement enters a string colon. This message is printed on the output screen whereby user enters the string and that is taken in by the scanf function and is stored in memory location pointed by the str. Because str indicate the first memory location of the first character, so all the string are stored in the memory location pointed by the str. Then p equal to str. Value of first memory location is assigned to the pointer variable p, and then using the pointer variable while at p not equal to null character. How many characters are present in a string? So this condition is put, that is at p means the data pointed by the pointer variable p is not equal to null character, because null character is always going to be last character of a string. If it is not equal to null character, then increment the value of I and also increment the value of p, so that next data can be checked. So in this way, till condition is true, body of the while loop is incremented, value of I that counts the number of characters in a string is incremented, and when value of p becomes such, this value of p becomes such that it points to the null character, then condition becomes false and control comes out of the while looping statement. And using the printf statement, length of the string equals percentage %d, what is the value of I that is gets printed here. So in this way we can check how many characters, we can determine how many characters are present in a string. So when this program is run, and suppose enter a string, if we enter the RAM, so length of the string 3 is printed.